Hey guys, I'm Shawn from webpianoteacher.com. How are you doing? We're going to do praise and worship style Silent Night today. I'm going to show you how to do that in a basic, beginner, and then intermediate and advanced way. So let's get to this here. All right, I'm going to play a little bit of it and then we'll get to learning it, all right? So here we go. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. All right, so let's get going here. Well, welcome. These praise and worship songs and the adaptations of the hymns have been doing gangbusters on YouTube. Thank you guys for doing that. Can I ask one favor from you guys? And it'll only take you a minute, okay? This will really help me out if you can do this, and it doesn't cost any money. Do a Google search for Web Piano Teacher. You'll find me. Write me a quick review. Just put what you put in the comments, all the lovely things you guys are saying. That'll really help me out tons, and it'll make me keep doing this, all right, on YouTube. So let's get going. All right. So we are in what key? So we look at this. This is a hymn, okay? This is the hymn sheet, and so everybody's familiar what this looks like. We'll talk about all my chicken scratching on there in a minute, and so the hymn arrangements are written in such a way to be good for choral, okay? So voices, soprano, alto, tenor, bass. So they're not necessarily meant to sound good on piano if you play it just the way it is in the hymn, which a lot of people do that, and it sounds okay. But it sounds kind of plain Jane because that's what it's for. It's for voices, okay? So we have to do a little something to make it sound good for our instruments, whatever we're playing. So as we get to it, the first thing I want you to do, and remember my praise and worship course is now on webpianoteacher.com for $1. You can start that. And we look at the key, all right? We're in the key of B flat, and if you can't read music, that's okay. You're not going to be limited by this, but those of you who can will understand this too. So it's in the key of B flat, all right? So we're going to have lots of B flat chords. We have 2 flats in the key signature, and if you just played the hymn way, right? We know this. B flat and E flat in the key signature. That's kind of nice. You know what? It's even kind of nice sometimes to play that during your praise and worship, to kind of go back to the old-timey way to make it simple. I've done that a lot of times, play it real fancy and then just kind of go real simple. Everybody loves that. So it's a good idea to play it that way. But as we're just playing through, it's pretty plain Jane. So what I did, I'm going to show you a beginner way, okay, or at least an early beginner way. And that's the notes in red, all right? And then we'll go to the notes in black when I really embellished and made it more an intermediate advanced style, all right? So we are in the key of B flat. Now, what does that tell us? If you've been following and tracking my praise and worship lessons, I want you to immediately start figuring out what does that mean? What does it mean to be in the key of B flat? Because knowing what key you're in is going to tell you what the other chords are to expect, okay? So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I did on the praise and worship course on the website. So we're in the key of B flat. So what you can do on your circle of fifths, if you've ever seen this and look at this going, man, I don't know what that is. All you do is you find your major key on the outside, B flat. You go one to the right, one to the left, and then the minor chords underneath. Those are your chords you're going to use. Did you know that? It's pretty cool. Let's look at it again. I had to switch to that camera to see your face. All right. B flat, our 4 chord, if you go this way, or actually our 5 chord, is F, because remember our primary chords are 1, 4, and 5. So there's 1. B flat is home bass. We haven't done that yet. We've done G and C and D, but we haven't done B flat as home bass. So this kind of throws people a little bit because of the flats. But B flat is home bass. So 5 away is our F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B, C, D, E, F. Count the letters, not the keys. B, C, D, E, F. So that's the 5 chord. And never mind these black markings. That's for when we're in the key of C. I marked this thing up, okay? So if I were marking it again, I'd mark B flat, I'd mark a 5 chord there. I'd mark a 4 chord here because the to the right and the left, that's my primary chords, okay? 3, you have 1, and then you have 5, and then 4 on each side. And then you have C minor, G minor, and D minor for our other chords to expect. That's our minor 6. That's our minor 2, right? Because if B flat's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, G is 6, and D is 1, 2, 3, minor 3. So these chords, you could just put a circle around it, and if you plot it out, it always makes a star. You could draw a 5-pointed star there with that, the way those go. So I could pick any key here and do that star. Like if I were in the key of B, it would be this, 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 this. Okay? I picked a hard key so you could see that. All right, so F is a chord, E flat's a chord, C minor, G minor, D minor. Keep that in mind. Now, so we see our chords. Now I'm going to add flats on these. But remember, the triad vocabulary does not change. The letters don't change. The flats and the sharps we put on them will change and go in and out and all that. But the letter vocabulary does not change. This is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This thing in red or pink, however that looks like to you. So B flat, D, F, that's 1. What did we say was the 4 chord? E, G, B. E flat, G, B flat. And I got to put my flats in. That's my 4 chord. We're about to all have this make sense when we start playing. My 5 chord is F, A, C. So I go to F, A, C, okay? Those numbers on the side are just numbering, how many there are. There's 7 total. But this is my 5 chord in the key of B flat, F, A, C. So 1 is B flat, D, F. 4 is E flat, G, B flat. And then 5 is F, A, C. Enough of that. So when I go back to it now, okay, in red is what is actually written in the old hymn. I wrote the chord out, okay? B flat. So those of you who can't read music, that's okay. Just read my chord, B flat. And so I'm going to do this. Instead of just B flat, I'm going to praise and worship it up, and I'm going to do an add 9. I'm going to put a C and an F in there. In my left hand, I'm going to do B flat, F, B flat. So silent night. And then I go to D and F there. Holy night. Okay, so that's silent night. Holy night. All is calm. So on the F7, okay, we're going to get to the advanced way, but let's take care of our beginners first. G, C, F. Instead of F7, that's what the chord is, F, A, C, E flat. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to go G, C, F. All is calm. Then I'm going to go to A. See that? All is calm. Let's start over. Silent night. Holy night. All is calm. And I got 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 1. It's 6, 8, but we can count 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. All is bright. So whenever I have the B flat, I'm doing this. C and F to D and F. And the left hand is just on B flat, F, B flat. And I'm doing soft thumbs to do the notes in the middle. Okay? And then round, round, young virgin. I go to E flat chord. E flat, G, B flat. So I'm going to do E flat, B flat, E flat in the left. Right hand, G flat, B flat. I'm going to go F because I like the add 9. E flat. So round, young virgin. Then I'll do my B flat. Mother and child. Let's try the whole first page. Silent night. To B flat, always bright, round. I just do this. The add 9. I like add 9s all over the place. Okay, it doesn't say add 9 because I just wrote in red what the hymnal has. Add 9. For the E flat, I do this. It's an E flat chord, but I do the add 9. All right, let's turn the page. Holy. I got the E flat again, so I do my E flat pattern. Holy infant, so B flat and mound. Remember the B flat? No. I'm just gonna put my left hand thumb in the middle, but soft thumbs. Sleep in heavenly. So F7, I'm gonna do just my F add 9, which is the G. Sleep in heavenly. And if you're wondering what the add 9 is, just take the letter that's written and go up one letter in the alphabet, and then you got it. All right. So it's F, go to G. I'm adding a G in there. Sounds pretty cool, just that simple way. I'm going to go one time through for all you beginners, and I'm going to go slow. Everybody's going slow down, so I'm going to go really super slow here, okay? One time through, and we are going to get to the advanced way. We got to take care of the beginners, though. All right, ready, and silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Gotta turn the page. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Oh, sleep in heavenly peace. And that sounds pretty good, just like that, right? You wouldn't have to do anything else. And maybe that's a good way to do it the first time. And then you can be more, more fancy the next times. All right. And then maybe the last time you can play it just simple like it is in the hymnal, and which sounds really nice and cool. Not just to take it back and play just 4 parts: soprano, alto, tenor, bass. All right, let's get to the fancies. So the fancy way, I just harmonize this. Just there's lots of ways to do it, but I just kind of put what I would want to do. And it kind of starts the same way. So what I do for the more advanced way, I put my left hand down here for the B flat. Okay. And then I'm going to right hand F, C, F. And that's a B flat, add 9. Say, where's the D? I put it in later. I go to C to D. I'll do the C and then the D. So, silent night. Now, let's see, hold on. Silent night. Now on holy night. Holy night. Okay, we're getting into it now. D minor 7. D M7. That D was on that circle of fifths we saw. Remember that? That was one of the chords I was going to expect. And lo and behold, there it is. So what I'm going to do there is do D in my left hand, the octave, and I'm going to go A, C, F in the right. And that takes care of the D minor 7. All right, and again, I'm doing inversions that make it smooth where I don't have to move my hand around much. Silent night. Now you see me doing this. I can't help it. I got a big hand, so I'm able to hit that F, and I do that a lot of times and without even thinking about it. And I just do it because I can. I have a big hand. So if you have a stretchy hand, you can do that too. But D, A, D is okay. But if you see me do that, all I'm doing is reaching for the next note in the chord, and it's just kind of a habit for me. Silent night. Holy So that's the D minor 7. So it's da, 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 da is the rhythm. Ba, ba, ba. But the ba is louder. Da, 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 da. G minor 7 is G, B flat, D, F. So I'm going to do G, D, F in my left hand. G, B flat, D, F. Do you know that's a G minor 7? A lot of times when you have a 7 chord, the left hand will be doing something like this. Not quite the octave one below. A lot of times it'll be like this. You ever done that? Okay, so silent night, holy night, all is calm. So C minor 7, G, B flat, E flat, C in the bass, because C minor 7 is C, E flat, G, B flat. So I accomplish it just by playing G, B flat, E flat in the right, C in the left. So if I didn't put 7, it's C minor 7. I didn't put a 7 there, but C minor 7, okay? And I'll put F9. So what I like to do here, the F9 is F, A, C. The 7 of the chord would be E flat, right? 1, 3, 5, 7. 9 would be G. So I'm adding a G. It doesn't mean I have to play every note, but it just means I need a G in there if I'm going to accomplish the chord. All is calm. It just kind of is a luscious chord. G, A, E flat. That's how I'm going to do it. I could also do it this way. But I like this. Hear that sound? This chord is the same, A, C, E flat, G, F on the bass, as this chord. They're the same, but I like this. This is lusher to me. All is calm. All is... Now, E flat, add 9. We're looking at the black, right? So G, B flat, F. The F is the 9. Remember I said to get the 9, just take the note that's written, E flat, and go up one letter, F. All is bright. At B flat, add 9. Now before we go on, let's have what we have so far. Silent night. See, sometimes I do it here, sometimes I like it here. It's according to what I want to do. Let it be according to what you want to do. Silent. This one, I'll give you a little advance, a bonus. You can do A flat, C, D, F. That's a B flat 9. So that's a bonus chord if you want to do that. All is bright. But you start off with all in. You can do it right at the end. E flat major 7, what does that mean? That just means that it's an E flat. See, whenever you have, remember this, whenever you have a chord that says 7, 9, 11, whatever, whenever you have that, you're always going to have the letter of that chord is the basis. Don't forget that. So when you see E flat, think E flat, G, B flat. The 7 just means I'm adding a note. Then a 9 means I'm adding another note. The 11 means I'm adding another note. But E flat, G, B flat is always the root of that chord. So if you have a buddy playing with you and they don't do the major 7, they just do the E flat part, you're fine, okay? In fact, if you don't know what a 9, 11, 13, whatever, just play the letter that's written there and you'll be fine because the other notes are additions, okay? All right, so E flat major 7 is E flat, G, B flat, and then a D's mixed in. Round. And I'm going to accomplish that by doing E flat in the bass, and B flat, D, and G in the right. And that accomplishes my E flat major 7. Round young virgin. So on virgin, I have B flat, E flat, G, and C in the bass. That accomplishes C minor 7. Okay, C, E flat, G, B flat. Virgin mother. So D minor 7, A, C, F, left hand D. Or if you can reach that F, you can do that. If you can't, just do that. Now, G minor 7, I like to mix an A in there sometime for dissonance. Hear that? Put that A in there. Is that too jazzy for you? If it is, then leave it out. We all have different tastes, okay? So let's start at the E flat major 7. round young virgin mother and child. I like the A in there, don't you? The dissonance. Let's try it all. Ready and go. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child. Moving on. Oh, yeah. So we go back to E flat major 7. My writing is small, I know. So we did it already, but though, so you know it. B flat, D, G, E flat in the left. So whenever you do a major 7 or a minor 7, it always looks like you have one chord in the left hand and then a different chord in the left, but they're mixed. So it's like if you just look at the right hand, it looks like G minor. But if you think about the E flat in the bass, then okay, it's not G minor, it's E flat major 7. Okay? And what I mean by that, see, there's the G minor, B flat, D, G, and if I put E flat in there, then I go, oh, okay, if I include the E flat in my chord analysis, it's E flat, G, B flat, D, then it becomes a E flat major 7, but it always, if you just look at one hand, it looks like one chord, and the other hand looks like the other. So now, holy infant, so you can't see my writing up there, it's off the page. But what I'm going to do there, guys, is I'm going to do an E natural in the left hand, and pay attention, play close attention, B flat, C sharp, E, G. That is called a fully diminished 7 chord. You ever heard that? You've ever played Chopin? You have them all over the place. So it's just B flat, C sharp, E, G. Infant, so learn that chord. You're going to have a lot of fun with it. B flat, C sharp, E, G, E in the bass. Okay, so holy infant, so it's cool. And then I'm gonna do this. Tender and mild. Now listen. Woo, I love that one. I'm gonna show that to you. G minor, 7, you should know. A, C, F. D in the bass. Da, 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 da. Woo, I love that. Okay, what that is, G on the bass. Keep in mind, this is intermediate advanced. So if you're a beginner and you're whining about it, it's maybe a little bit out of your league right now. Keep working on that first way I showed you, and then kind of work up to this. Take maybe just 1 or 2 measures every day. So G in the left hand, F, G sharp, B, D, F. So it's a G fully diminished 7, just like that one was, but it's a different kind. G sharp, B, D, F. There's a cool chord. Cool chords sound cool, but you got to work at them. G, F. Get that under your fingers. See it? Okay. So, holy infant, so tender and mild. Here you go. You go up. You ever heard somebody do that? You know what they're doing? They're playing the chord that they played in the middle. They're just going up and playing it higher. And if they do this, they're playing the chord and then the left hand, and then the chord and then the left hand follows. That's all they're doing. They're just rolling it. It's no big mystery. All right. I got off track. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep. Got a Nora Jones thing. Sleep in heavenly. Got another fully diminished 7th chord for you. It's the only one that's left. There's only 3 of them. In all of music, there's only 3 fully diminished 7th chords when you get down to it. So what I'm going to do here is A, C, E flat, F sharp, A on the bass. Heavenly, P. Then I'm going to G minor 7. I'm going to go from that diminished 7 chord to, isn't that beautiful? Da, 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 da. I love that. All right, so here, C9, well, there was the G minor 7, B flat, D, F, G, D, F on the left hand. Na, na. C9 is C, E, G, B flat, and then a D with it. And then B flat, sleeping. Here's just a plain Jane chord, but I think we need it. B flat, D, F on the right, F on the left hand. See the fraction chord? F on the bass, B flat, D, F on the right. If the F wasn't on the bottom, I would assume B flat was on the bottom. But since the F's there, then I know to do this. It's a different sounding chord, even though it's still a B flat chord. Sleep in heaven. I love this. F on the bass. It's a 4/5. Have I told you guys that? 4/5. Okay? 4 is the foundation of the New Testament, the 4 Gospels. 5 is the 5 books of Moses. 4/5, and they both lead to 1, which is 1. You can guess what 1 is. Heavenly peace. Okay, 4/5, and then the 1. So, let's go slow for a minute. Infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. And you go. See what I just showed you? Take the chord and go right, left, right, left, right, left, and now you've learned what Liberace did. You can go slower. Sleep in heavenly peace. Na, 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 na. All right, remember you're fully diminished 7th chords. There it was. You might need to write them down. B flat, C sharp, E, G. And then that one was G sharp, B, D, F, G, D, F on the left hand. So I'm showing you all 3. So every lesson I do, we want to have something cool we learn. A, C, E flat, F sharp. Okay, let's try it all. How are we doing? Everybody doing good? Take a breath. Ooh, don't forget to write that Google review for me. Web piano teacher. Takes just a second. You can do that for me, guys. Takes just a minute and it really helps me. And, we can help each other out here. Now, let's do it. All right, so maybe you can just start it because, how do you start this? You can just, how praise and worship starts? Ooh, just the sound forever, The more I play it, the more I like it up here instead of low. 2. Here we go. You ready? And silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, wound on virgin mother and child. A minor 4. I'm showing you so much stuff in this. I know it's a lot of stuff. And remember, you're not going to get everything in every single lesson. You're going to pick up stuff here and there because I'm going to keep repeating everything that we have shows up over and over again in every lesson, and you're going to absorb it, okay? Here a little, there a little. You know how that works. So that's not only for Bible learnings, it's for how humans learn things. It's here a little, there a little, line upon line, precept on precept, line upon line. So it's just here a little, there a little. You get a little bit. It's not a lot, okay? But it is a repeated thing that you do and you're diligent to do, and you finally absorb it and learn it. It starts to sink in, okay? You can't force that. It's got to be absorbed, all right? So when I did the minor 4, now this is what that is. So B flat, okay? What was the 4 chord? It was E flat. Now, if I do minor 4 and I do, now how do you make major minor? Remember, we've been talking about this, and we go in the praise and worship course on the website. That is $1, by the way. You just go to G flat to make something a minor. In a chord with the middle note raised in the raised position is major. In the lowered position, it's minor. It has nothing to do with whether it's a black key or white key. It's just major if it's raised. It's minor if it's lowered. So what I do is I make E flat. I play the E flat chord, but I make the G. Remember you did this? You already did this. We'll just make the G flat. You've heard that all your life, right? And it sounds like, oh, that's such a cool chord. What is it? Well, it's a minor 4. Okay? So, silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Oh, sleep in heavenly peace. Oh, sleep in heavenly peace. Minor 4. Na, na, na. Then you go again. Okay? Now, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to show you how to put melody in the right hand, okay? Let's do that. Let's put melody in the right hand. Again, please help me out. Do a Google search for web piano teacher and just write me a line, all right? A little review there. It's easy to do. Takes a minute. Less than a minute. All right, putting melody. So when we put melody in the right hand, all we're going to do is play the same chords we're doing, but we're going to take that top note that's already written out for us in the music and add it in. So the top note will always be the melody. So you're not going to do a note above the melody because then that note will sound like melody, right? Whatever's on top is what our ear goes to. And that's the melody, whatever's on top. So, and well, sometimes the melody can be in the middle, but you have to voice, you have to play it really loud. So if an alto has a melody, they have to really belt it out because you always hear the soprano, okay? So that isn't like that never happens, but most of the time, the majority of the time, the melody's on top. Our ear's going to go to it. When you're playing the piano, you want that melody note to always be on top. And the notes below it are going to be part of the chord that I already showed you, okay? And you're going to play 3 notes with that melody on top. On the strong beats. So let me show you what that means. So silent night, we know that, right? See that? But I'm going to do this. I'm going to combine it with this that I did. So I go. Now the D minor 7, that's the F. Da, 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 da. I need that again. So D minor 7. See? Now there's the G minor 7 that I put A with it to make it sound cool. But I don't play an F because then that would take the melody away. I need da 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 da. So let's start again. Oh, now I'm going to go So I got to go up here for the melody. C, C, A. So now I'm getting out of the middle because I'm not accompanying. I'm playing melody. I got to go up here. So C minor 7. Let's see. Let's see how I can do that. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this. C, G, B flat. So you'll have to alter the way you do the chords a little bit, but you still do the same chords. C on top. Okay, and then I'm going to do B flat, F, and I'm going to do my E flat add 9. Okay, so back to all. Round. Now the melody on top, G, and then C minor. So, look, the melody on top, B flat, A, G. na na na, D minor 7. See, my melody's always on the top. And I'll have to rearrange a little bit the way I do the chords, but it doesn't change the chord, okay? And let's start from the beginning again, then we'll go to the next page. Fix my pedal here. Hear how I'm voicing that melody note? I'm making it louder than everything else. That's why if you play exactly what I'm doing and yours isn't cool, that's what it is you're not voicing that top note. Okay, now here's my E flat major 7, G on the top because that's the melody. Now I play my fully diminished 7th chord this way, C sharp, E, G, B flat, so that I can play the melody on top because I got to have the melody on top, or what am I doing? F, G, F. Now I did D instead of F because the D is the melody note, and if I played an F on top, then I would lose the melody. C minor 7, so I'm going to go C, G, B flat, E flat, G, C on the right. So here I'm just going to go E flat, A flat, E flat, A, F sharp, A in the left hand. Let's see, I need a C in there. Most people can't reach that, so I'll just do F sharp, A, C, E flat. And then G minor 7, D, F, B flat. Left hand G, D, B, G, D, F. You can do E, G, B flat, D. You can play a low C if you want. And then do this. Remember I showed you how to do that? And then B flat, D, B flat, F, D, F, E flat, C, B flat. So that's the melody. I'll do it one more time. Oh, sorry. Starting over. Let's make it big. At the end. All right, so I got a little crazy there at the end in case you want to soup it up, and then bring it down on the last verse. I got my lyrics all messed up there. Sorry about that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that praise and worship hymn adaptation where we learn some chords. We do it a simple way, a more advanced way, and then do the melody. And remember, you got to decide the level you're at. The number one mistake I see people make is they try to go whoop and they try to go up here when they're not ready to go up here. And it's hard because I'm showing you these different levels all in the same video. So you have to have some restraint and say, you know what? I need to wax on, wax off for a while. You know, remember Karate Kid? You need to stay on your level, wax on, wax off till you really get it down. And then you'll automatically be ready for that next level after you play, you know, where you're at for a long, long, long time. And then, you know, you go from there. So just make sure you're not trying to get better, trying to challenge yourself. I hate hearing people say, oh, I'm going to challenge myself. That's not a good idea in music if you're in a learning stage, okay? You need to play a lot of things that are in an easy style for you. You'll get better automatically, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this little lesson for YouTube. Please comment, subscribe, and all that. Love all of that. It helps me out when you do those things, especially the Google review. One more time, do a Google search for web piano teacher and just write me a quick review. Appreciate it, guys. Talk to you later.